about using the Defense Act to make sure we go out and get whatever is needed out there to protect people. And again, I go back to this. He had nothing. He did virtually nothing. And then he gets out of the hospital and he talks about, don't worry, it's all going to be over soon. Come on. There's not another serious scientist in the world who thinks it's going to be over soon.
President Trump, your reaction?
I say over soon. I say we're learning to live with it. We have no choice. We can't lock ourselves up in a basement like Joe does. He has the ability to lock himself up. I don't know. He's obviously made a lot of money someplace, but he has this thing about living in a basement. People can't do that. By the way, I, as the president, couldn't do that. I'd love to put myself in the basement or in a beautiful room in the White House and go away for a year and a half until it disappears. I can't do that. And Kirsten, every meeting I had, and I'd meet a lot of families, including Gold Star families and military families, every meeting I had, and I had to meet them. I had to. It would be horrible to have canceled everything. I said, this is dangerous. And you catch it. And, I caught it. I learned a lot. Great doctors, great hospitals. And now I recovered. 99.9 of young people recover. 99% of people recover. We have to recover. We can't close up our nation. We have to open our school, and we can't close up our nation, or you're not going to have a nation.
And of course, the CDC has said young people can get sick with COVID-19 and can pass it. Vice President Biden, I want to talk broadly about strategy, though.
Can I respond to that?
30 seconds, please, and then I have a question.
No, number one, he says that we're learning to live with it. People are learning to die with it. You folks home will have an empty chair at the kitchen table this morning. That man or wife going to bed tonight and reaching over to try to touch out of habit where their wife or husband was, is gone. Learning to live with it. Come on. We're dying with it because he has never said, you said it's dangerous. When's the last time? Is it really dangerous still? Are we dangerous? You tell the people it's dangerous now? What should they do about the danger? And you say, I take no responsibility.
That was perhaps the most powerful line of the debate tonight between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, where Donald Trump basically tries to say we need to learn to live with COVID and the coronavirus and that accept that many people are going to pass away. But Biden put it perfectly when he said, look, we're not learning to live with it. We're unfortunately learning to die with it. People are going to have empty chairs at their table. People are going to try to reach over and touch their husband or wife or loved one, and they're not going to be there anymore. People are going to, wait for someone to come home and realize that they aren't coming home. And those cases are hundreds of thousands, but they could be hundreds of thousands of more in the United States. And this is a story also in other parts of the world. And I think this was a great moment for Joe Biden to really humanize his position and show the callousness of Donald Trump's. Because Trump is trying to sound a little bit more cordial tonight. He's not interrupting. He's not yelling and screaming and insulting as much as he did in the first debate. But I have to say, he still has this general viewpoint and expression that, it is what it is. We're learning to live with it. People will get better, and that, life will go on. We have to open up schools and businesses in the economy and, let the chips fall where they may. And that's not appropriate, especially in areas that are hotspots. Joe Biden is right. Right now, all Donald Trump is doing is getting people used to losing their loved ones to COVID, not actually stopping the virus or all of the associated social and political and economic consequences that come from the lockdowns that are necessary. Biden really did hammer that home. I think that was one of Biden's best lines of the entire campaign. 100%. Right now, people need to realize that lives are being needlessly lost and that Donald Trump's callousness, his selfishness, is the root cause of much of that suffering.